Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for the week of October 19th. This week you have kind of like a mixed bag of situations going on here. Let's just start with the Eight of Spades coming up first. Not, not the best card to get. It's a card of definitely having challenges. However, eights are easily overcome, and we're going to talk about that in a second. But one thing to be aware of with the Eight of Spades is that it is a card that says you could overindulge this week. So, it's like one of those cards. If you're trying to lose weight, make sure just to watch your eating this week, or because you could, with this card, have the tendency to kind of like just eat too much. Definitely watch your drinking this week, because this is a very karmic card. Eights they represent infinity, which is just an exchange of energy going back and forth. So if you do something like drink too much and then drive, this card could definitely get you busted. So definitely watch out for things like that. It's not saying anything bad is going to happen. It just says that if you are not careful, something bad will happen. So definitely, it's a warning card. It's definitely a card of being careful. The other thing about this card is it is a card of being stuck. So I think some of you are stuck, definitely. And to get unstuck, there's usually a very easy solution with the Eight of Spades. That's the thing, is that, like I say, all the negative cards have solutions. There's always a solution to the issue. It's something that I'm not going to leave out. Like, other readers seem to not talk about the solutions to all the negative cards, including in tarot. And there are solutions to them all. And people should be aware of that so they can not, have to deal with the negative situation. And the Eight of Spades is very easy, because Eight of Spades says if we're stuck, we're typically just locked on to one if we're stuck in business or stuck in a relationship, we're typically we have tunnel vision with this card, and we only focus on one way of overcoming the situation. But it just says if you open up your view a little bit and you look a little bit more outside of the situation, wherever you're stuck, there's usually a very, very easy solution to those problems. With the eights, they reward that exchange of energy. So a great way to find a solution is to ask somebody. Ask for help with this card if you're stuck. And usually what happens, if you ask somebody, they'll provide you with some pretty amazing advice that will get you unstuck. And again, the card directly rewards exchanging energy. So how do we exchange energy? Well, like I said, we can work, so you could work harder, but sometimes when we work harder, we just end up banging our head against the wall. So a great way to do that is to exchange the energy with somebody else and to ask for a solution. And like I said, the solutions are usually with eights incredibly easy for us to overcome. So just know that in the first place. Next, you have a great card, Nine of Hearts. This is a wish card. It's getting something you've been hoping would happen, you've been wishing for. With a lot of you Geminis, I think that could have to do with love. For others, it's just, work or getting jobs or getting, having new situations come into your life and things like that. So that's good. This is a great card. Like I said, it does bring in something that you've been really hoping would happen and having it happen. For some of you, I don't necessarily feel like it will be happening this week, even though the card's coming up this week. I think it's just in the process of happening. So if you've been wanting better pay at work, it seems to be like a little bit of a process, but it is coming in starting this week, and then you'll go through a process and it will go up. Same with the job. I feel like if you've been stuck and not getting a job, I feel like, while you'll still have to continue to apply to places, it feels like with this card, the interview process and things like that are going to go different ways and just be better for you. Next, you have the Two of Spades, another Spades card. It's a card of letting something go. I think this directly ties into that Eight of Spades of letting something go, and I think it's just you letting go of the way that you were approaching a problem or a situation, whatever, and I think you're going to be letting go of it. Two of Spades says you might be a little bit hesitant to let go of that, of the situation, or you might be hesitant to let go of the same old way that you were doing whatever you were doing, but just know, you'll feel a lot better after, of course. That's a problem with the Eight of Spades and this card, is that it's not in instant gratification. Usually you hesitate, you don't want to do it, then you finally let go, and then once you see the outcome, then you see how letting it go was a good idea. So just know that, but it is a good idea. And then finally, Five of Hearts, your last card, is another really great card. I mean, it represents birthing great things into your life, birthing new situations, but again, remember, birth is considered to be a painful process. So, just know that it could be a little painful. You could be letting go of those things, but you're going to be in such a better position, especially with this card. This is a great card. It really represents you entering into a new time, where you don't have the same old problems, where you don't get stuck into the same situations and things like that. So you have some really good things to look forward to, and definitely thank you for watching. So enjoy your week.